When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida State's offense will get first crack at it today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Seminoles! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stockton fighting off the defender. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's got the back in the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They want to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, no! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to pass. Puts it out of the air. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Taylor wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet. And this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds us back in the middle. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Boston College lining up to punt this one away.
Number 13 on to punt it away.
Makes the catch at the 30. Running through contact. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Powers through. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Seminoles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board. They're working that left side. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Heaves it deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. Touchdown, Noles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Nole Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. A lot of room to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up his offense 1st and goal from the 7. That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. Off the RPO, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Taylor wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. He leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Boston College will send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab right down the middle. Off to the races. Touchdown Seminoles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Florida State 50, Boston College 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback.
Let's go.
Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be...
Turning it on! They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Noles!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start. Quarterback here, 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. He breaks the tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They want to run it left here. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. On the ready. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Stockton. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Taylor wants to throw it. Got a man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Boston College will send out the punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Got the back over the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half.
Boston College, 0.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much... Listen, you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down the right side. Breaks into the open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Dotson. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
And here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. From the gun, give on the inside. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get him just short of midfield at the 49. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Trying to pound it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Dropping back, it's Dotson. Unleashes one. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance to... Everywhere, it's a turnover. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the back. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Noles need to pick it up on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Pressure coming. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over.